thinking about myself. No thought of anybody else. So sure but didn't have a clue. Yeah, that was me before you. Doing the right thing half the time. Worked hard but never saved a dime. Stayed as late as I wanted to. Yeah, that was me before you. You saved me from myself. You saved me from some hell. You taught me how to see who I want to be. Someone who puts you before me. Never thought I'd see a time. 5 tiny fingers holding on to one of mine. Swore there was something I'd never do. But that was me before you. You saved me from myself. You saved me from some hell. You taught me how to see who I want to be. Someone who puts you before me.
Neither my mother or father were musicians, but they loved music. So our rituals on the weekend, my dad would pick records out of his record collection and play it, and we'd all sing and dance along. And I fell in love with music from the get-go. It was fun. It was a family thing. It brought us together, you know, from the rest of the time we were fighting and at each other's throats, being a ostentatious child. But they had such a wide diversity of music that they would listen to, everything from the Beatles to Ruby and the Romantics, the Delphonics, Skeeter Davis, Dolly Parton, Elvis. It was anything and everything you could imagine, to include musicals, not so much opera, but that's how I fell in love with music. And I think from the time I can remember, all I ever wanted to do was play music, write music, sing music. And my parents recognized that, and they were extremely supportive. The piano you see back here is the piano that my dad bought me when I was 6 years old, and we just moved it down from Pennsylvania about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. And at 6 years old, my mom wanted me to start taking voice lessons, but she was giving me advice that I should learn an instrument first. So we started on piano. So that I was 6 years old and started playing piano. And the music I would write, I actually composed music, but it was more piano pieces than the type of songs that I'm writing today. But they were always very supportive. And a year after I started playing piano, I started taking voice lessons. So I was trained classically, opera, and classical voice training through my freshman year in college. And then after the piano, I started playing guitar. And then when I went to elementary school, my parents, I started playing the violin. And then I started playing the saxophone in the band. So they were very, very supportive and, always encouraged me definitely to practice because I didn't like to practice. And one of the things I wish I would have done growing up was practice more, but I think there's a lot of, it's probably not, you want to go and play with your friends. You don't really want to spend a half hour to practice, but
By yourself.
exactly. I mean, yeah, your parents are listening to you, but what fun is that? And I did have friends that would come over, and we would put together little bands and have performances. But that was always my, fond memories of growing up. Music has always been a part of my life. Like I said, my parents weren't musical. My grandmother was a tap acrobat singer on vaudeville in New York, but that's really the only musical person in my family that actually did it. But everybody else was just music lovers.
No faith with nothing to believe. Life hit me hard and brought me to my knees. Lost and searching for the truth. Yeah, that was me before you. You saved me from myself. You saved me from hell. I hope you can see who I'm trying to be. Someone who puts you before me. Lost and searching for the truth. Yeah, that was me before you.
Honestly, I think I knew from the time I was very, very young, 6, 7 years old, that it's what I wanted to do. But definitely when I was playing with Lefty Lucy, I'm like, this is really what I wanted to do. I had gone to school in New York for music and theater, and I decided after the first semester that I didn't need to get a degree in it to do it. So I ended up doing kind of a 180, and I joined the Air Force and ended up getting a degree in physics instead of music. Which was a great experience too. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot that I used from having that degree in working with music and sound equipment and understanding that. But I knew that it was probably around that time that I started venturing into writing my own music, more pop style, rock, country, versus writing piano pieces and compositions. And then I made the decision while, I finished my degree. I was already in the Air Force. I got a commission in the Air Force, and I was continuing the whole time to play music. And even, my supervisors in the Air Force were all very supportive of me playing music, so it never conflicted with what I was doing. So I always played in bands wherever I was stationed, but I finagled an assignment to Nashville. And that's when I think I decided, I really want to do this full time. So after about 12 years in the Air Force, I was here in Nashville, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to get out, and this is what I'm going to do. And that's when I really started concentrating on writing and performing, because honestly, I hadn't played and sang the guitar with original music ever.
Right.
In front of crowds. So that was a learning experience of its own.
Cocaine for breakfast and it's only Monday. I'm trying to be good, but 6 days till Sunday. Down at the crossroads, devil wanna sell me. I'm thinking, I'm sinking, oh Lord, can you help me? There's 6 days till Sunday. I gotta find my way somehow. There's 6 days till Sunday. But I could use a little faith, use a little faith right now. I'd walk a straight line if I could find it. I'm on a downward spiral, trying to unwind it. These bitter pills are so hard to swallow. They make it so hard to know which path to follow. There's 6 days till Sunday. I gotta find my way somehow. There's 6 days till Sunday. But I could use a little faith, use a little faith right now.
You know, you wonder if you're writing anything that's good, that people are gonna like, and then you're trying to put that together. It takes me extra time to learn a song. Like I can write a song, but then I have to sit down and learn it and get the two, you know, parts working together, singing and playing at the same time. So that's always a challenge. What I love the most is, one, I am being true to myself, and everything that I say, every word that I sing means something to me. And even though it may not be the exact experience that someone else is going through, I think it makes it relatable. Maybe not everybody can relate, but it is being honest and it's being open, and I think that's what's attractive to people. And like I said, at least when I'm up there playing or recording something and putting it out into the world, it is my truth. And that is, I think that comes across to people.
I'm headed to hell with the best of intentions. I hope there's still time to earn my redemption. Well, there's 6 days till Sunday. I gotta find my way somehow. Well, there's 6 days till Sunday. But I could use a little faith, use a little faith right now. But I could use a little faith, use a little faith right now. drop to their knees, begging, rescue me. But I'm not falling for your deal, even though it'd be so easy. And I say, hey, honey, when it's dark and you're all alone. Hey, darling, don't make it me a call on the phone. 'Cause I'll string you up and strip you down, tie you to the horse you rode into town. I'll make you take back things you never stole. Have you praying forgiveness on your soul. I'll cut you to the bone.
I really just want to get out and play and bring the music to the people, because that's where I get, I think, most of my satisfaction, is meeting people, exposing them to music they probably wouldn't have found. I mean, you have Spotify, you have these online streaming agencies that, you know, you expose you to new music. But I really think it's much more personal when you're playing a live show and you can talk to people afterwards, and I think that's what really helps.
I think you need the connection from the audience
Yes.
as much as the audience needs
Oh,
it
yeah.
from you.
Absolutely. There's nothing like it. And, you know, I'm really somewhat introverted. But I absolutely love, it's different when I'm on stage, and it's different after the show when I can connect with people. I mean, I do love people, don't get me wrong, but that's what I love to do, is connect with people on a one-on-one basis, or, you know, in a show where I can talk to them afterwards and really get to know them as much as they can get to know me. We put this emotion, this feeling set to music out into the world so that you're sharing it, but so that other people can share it with you. And there is nothing like playing live. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back out on the road. One of the goals that I have is to be out on the road as a full band. And, you know, we played, Cut to the Bone was recorded with Stuart Mathis, who plays for Lucinda Williams right now, who's also with the Wallflowers. He also produced the album and played and sang on it. We did it in his basement. But we also have Ron Eoff, who played bass. I'm not sure if I can get him out on the road, but I would love to, because he is one of my favorite bass players. And of course, David Strayer on drums. So I'm hoping that we can all get on the road.
Can't do anything without David.
I know. Exactly.
Well, needless to say, big things are coming.
Yes, ma'am.
And we can't wait to keep up with every minute of
you.
it.
Everybody's watching you with a wide-eyed gaze. They give you what you want till there's nothing left to take. And when it's said and done, they'll still think you're a saint. When you look in the mirror, do you ever see the mess you made? And I say, hey, honey, when it's dark and you're all alone. Hey, darling, don't make it me a call on the phone. 'Cause I'll string you up and strip you down, tie you to the horse you rode into town. I'll make you take back things you never stole. Have you praying forgiveness on your soul. I'll cut you to the bone. Well, maybe I understand your plan of attack, but don't be surprised when I give a little something back. I string you up and strip you down, tie you to the horse you rode into town. I'll make you take back things you never stole. Have you praying forgiveness
Like I don't even use pen and paper.
Oh, oh yeah.
It's my laptop.
This is like a running joke with me in the show. Like usually in the end credits, it's all about like me going after your dog.
Look in there and say Renee Wahl interview take 2.
Renee Wahl interview take 2.
Kind of eats like this. So
I at least wanted to stay consistent if people are paying attention.
the way they
Smile real big, be real happy to be here. Spirit fingers.